Greetings and welcome. This is Coach Veronica Marie, and I am here to continue our study on self intimacy. This talk is related to my recent ebook. It is a workbook that gives you a lot of instruction and strategy on becoming more intimate with self. Because we understand that when you establish deep self intimacy, you can also interact with others in the same way. And if you have a limited depth within yourself, then you will have that same limitation when trying to move in intimacy with others. And so we see the importance of this. So let's just jump right in. But wait, you can find my book at veronicamarie.com. It's a digital ebook. And if you already purchased the book, I do have an online group where I'm continuing the self study. So now, self awareness. A lot of people are aware of what they're thinking, and a lot of people are aware of what they're feeling. But there's a limitation to that awareness. They know they're thinking in a negative way. They know that they're feeling a negative way. They might even be able to tell you the superficial reason of why they feel that way. But I want to go a little bit deeper than the superficial. A lot of people think I feel what I feel because of what happened. And that's not it. You feel what you feel because of how you think about what happened. All right. That's one level. And most people who are on this healing journey, they have an understanding of that. You feel away because you're thinking away, right? But where did those thoughts come in, right? And how are they actually affecting your mental processes? That's a work. That's a work that needs to be done daily and cannot be overrated. You may understand that your thoughts come from your upbringing, but how has that affected you? Well, one way you can answer that question is to reflect upon the stories you tell about people and situations concerning that topic. Your stories are usually colored by your learned or what we call conditioned thinking. If you grew up thinking that something was rude, then likely you judged people's actions as rude from there on out. And then you told stories about people being rude to you. Another person may have thought that the action wasn't rude, and so they didn't grow up experiencing rudeness, and they have no rude stories to tell. I cannot stress enough how important it is to understand how you tell the stories of your past. Are you still showing bitterness? If so, you need to look at that, not deny it and be like, no, I'm over it. No, that's denial. If you still feel the contraction, if you still feel the negative tweak that comes into your nervous system, then you're not over it. That's just the truth. I'm talking to some people who really want to heal. And so if you're defending how you're healed from something and you're feeling very upset about it, you're probably not healed. And I would rather say that thing is not resolved within you. Sometimes you resolve things according to the conditioning of your mind, and that resolution does not harmonize with universal truth. Therefore, it cannot resolve within you. For example, I often hear people who have been hurt by someone say something to this effect. I just have to realize that everybody don't think like me. Okay, that is a truth, but that is not universal truth. So that person will walk away with unresolved energies. Sometimes people in a hurry to heal, when looking at a story where they felt unfairly treated, they will conclude, hurt people hurt people. But that's not a universal truth because there's some hurt people who don't hurt people. Therefore, it cannot get resolved in you. A lot of these clever cliches and catchphrases, they sound really catchy and really witty, but they do little for deep healing. And let me say this, if you heal like this, when you say, well, hurt people, you're going to turn around and the person in your life you're trying to be intimate with will be trying to explain something to you, and you'll tell them, hurt people, when that's not even what they're talking about. If you only go that far with yourself, that's about as far as you're going to go with people. If you can't handle your own negative emotions, you suppress them, you move in what's being called toxic positivity, you're going to do that to other people. A person could be deeply hurting in front of you, and you will give them some catchphrase. Just wait, because later will be greater. Something like that. There's a bunch of them out there. And so I'm here just kind of laying that out as kind of comical, but not, because when you're in the situation and you're really trying to get to know a person, these things block intimacy. So take some time today and think about what I've said, see how you can apply it. If you don't have the book, you can get it at veronicamarie.com if you have it already and you want to join the book study, where I will post this link. You can send me an email at veronicamarie@mail.com. If you want one-on-one sessions for you or for your relationship, you can also schedule that on my website, veronicamarie.com. Have a good day.